We were singing that last night. I was working on the slides, and we were in headquarters singing it.
I was singing it at work today, and one of the kids knew what I was saying, so she started saying, "Oh my, oh my."
That's cute. Uh-oh. Come on, Chappelle, you can do it.
All right, all right. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need the dance moves.
Exactly. That's why I be making up. So
Yeah.
I was trying to think like before this. I was trying to think of like I also come up with random songs. So I was trying to think of like a Black Fae Day song.
Mm. Like make up a original song?
Oh yeah, I absolutely plan to make up a theme song for her Hidden Headquarters. So for Black Fae Day
Uh,
song too. Ooh, she said you can start.
oh, okay. I don't know how I control the slides from here. Okay. Well. Mm,
I don't
okay.
know if anybody is here yet, but welcome.
I'm not sure. Oh yeah.
Tell you guys more about Black Fae Day on May 14th.
Hmm. We're having a few technical difficulties. We apologize, but thank you for joining our panel. Um, yeah, it's exciting. This is our first con panel ever, so it's a pretty big deal. I'm excited.
Black Fae Day.
But yeah, I'm Jasmine, aka Halcyon Crow. That's my persona name, my character. And this is Hime, Coco Hime Amore, one of our brand ambassadors, who is also Kyrie the Water Fae. That's her persona or
Yay.
original character. Yep.
I probably should have changed it to put Kyrie in there. Whoops.
You look very Kyrie-ish. I like the colors, like the blue and yes, the yellow.
Thank you. Yeah, when I saw this, I immediately was like, "It's Kyrie. Yep, this is beach persona. I'm getting it. Yep."
Definitely. I love it.
This is the
Um,
perfect time to do it.
I don't know how to share my screen,
Mm,
but
Not
I do have my slides.
you look. It looks like if you press share and then if you go to the bottom, it says share screen, and then you
Oh,
go.
thank you.
Oh, you never know.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi. Hi.
Wow. Hi.
Hi. So sorry, we had technical difficulties.
Yeah, it's all
yeah,
right.
yeah, it's you gotta love technology sometimes, right?
Right.
So hi everybody. Sorry for delaying.
Hello. It's okay. I was gonna go ahead and start the slides,
Okay.
if
Let's see.
you didn't mind.
Sure. Let me see if I can flip this. How do I flip this? Okay. All right. Let me see if I can flip this. I'm trying to see if I can flip my camera so you guys can see the slides. Let's see here. I know.
Oh no, I'm in my head thinking of random songs. So the first thing I'm
Oh.
thinking of right now is F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. Yeah. Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah. If you can just start with the slides.
My share screen is not working. Fairies are not good. I'm not a technology fairy. Let me download it and just upload real fast. This is very difficult, and I wish we would have been debriefed on like how to do this, but whatever. Um, Slides, share
If you
screen.
go, yeah, what was it? The press the share button, share screen, and that should. Uh,
Yeah, but it keeps going in full screen, and I can't see anything.
okay.
Yeah, so I can't minimize it either for some reason, which is frustrating. Um,
Yeah, very frustrating. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out on my phone how to flip the camera so I can show you guys the
it's
slides.
okay. I'm almost done getting this downloaded and uploaded, so we can do it from the stream.
Okay.
Again, I apologize, everyone. First
I'm so
time.
sorry. It's our
Yeah.
first. It's our
That's
first online, so it's gonna take a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, while we're waiting, I can definitely introduce myself. So, hi, I am Kyrie Waterfay. So, a little about my Faesona that I have is I created her based off of the things that make me comfortable and happy and that protect my own mental health. So she is my mental health fairy. So I try to help people with, like, finding the joy in life, finding the things that like make you you. So for me personally, my favorite color is blue, as evidenced in my outfit. As well as the beach aesthetic, because I grew up near a beach. So the lapping of the waves and just the sand, the sun, the surf, all of those things, they just are big to me. So that's how I created my Faesona. And like for anybody who's participating in Black Fae Day on May 14th of this year, the best way to come up with a faceona, if you haven't, is just base it around something that you truly enjoy. So if it's like music, if it's a favorite color, like it's all up to you. Um, and I hope that you guys are just as excited about Black Fae Day as we are to tell you more about it.
Yes, and also too, you can also use a headdress like I'm wearing right now, like this huge flower head I have, and you can just base it on your favorite headpiece, or it could be a drawing that you really like, and you just want to try to see if you can copy it, and if you can, you can, and I always for me, I just love headdresses because I can do so much with it. And I can choose colors, I could choose the dress or try to create something that is never been done before.
Mhm.
And it's original. And it's something that makes me feel good. And if something makes you feel good, it's gonna shine. It's going to shine with
Exactly.
everybody else. And I think that is really beneficial, I believe. And then everybody else around you will feel that energy as well. Because that energy is, when you have positive energy, it's contagious. And then it just, everybody loves it. And then it's like, oh, let me make something, something original. And as I always, I think, it doesn't stop it doesn't stop when you get to 18. It doesn't stop. You can keep dreaming and keep having imagination, you know, and that and you know, for anyone who's watching this, it's really you have someone who got your back, you know, and it's not, you know, for us who are here, for us and everyone, you know, watching us, it's so heartwarming to let our inner imagination, our inner child, to come out through that.
Yeah, I think my favorite thing about Black Fae Day is like all those times I spent watching Cinderella with Brandy and watching, you know, the Fern Gully, like all the things that had fairies, and was just like, well, I mean, can I be that or no? Like, you know, when you grow up and people tell you, like, you have to get a real job, you got to do real things. And it's like, but why can't I still dream? Why can't I still like do fun things? Why is everybody so focused on like, you know, what is supposed to be and not what is fantasy? Like fantasy is a realm that should be explored, especially have more Black people in that realm, because hello, I want to feel like I'm in that realm too. So like growing up, I loved the Brandy Cinderella so much because she was my color. Like I don't think people realize how much that means, how much it means to see somebody that looks like you. Fern Gully was a great movie, but the fairy didn't look like me. So it was like, okay, all right. But then I saw Brandy and I was like, oh, I have braids. I have darker skin. I can be a princess. Yes. And hence my name now, which like my online persona, Coco Hime Amore, it literally means chocolate princess of love. I love love. I am a happy-go-lucky person. I like that type of stuff. And Hime is Japanese for princess, because from Brandy, I was able to believe I was a princess. I was able to believe in those things and keep on dreaming. It's important to never stop. Everybody tells you you're supposed to, but no, you don't have to.
Yeah. When I first watched Cinderella with Brandy, because it came out in 97, I believe. I think it was 96 or 97. I was 10 years old when I came out.
Okay.
And that changed my whole world. Like even my prom dress it wasn't blue, it was purple, because I love my purple. So that was my dress, and I copied it because I felt like a princess for 2 hours, and it was still amazing. You know, and I still have that costume to this day. I still have it. Ooh. So it's just homage to me, you know, and stuff. And it feels good, you know, it feels good. So let me flip my phone for a second here. There we go. If you guys can, let me see if you guys can see that. Ooh. Oh, hold on. Let that go. Hold on. And stop. Hold on. Ooh.
I mean, to tie all of that back to Black Fae Day, just knowing that there is a place like Black Fae Day, like a holiday like Black Fae Day, where Black representation is being pushed into the world. Like everybody should know about, like, you know, be able to see themselves in the characters that they see out in the world. Like another one of my bigger things that I like grew up with that like led me to the fantasy type era would be Harry Potter. And like, you know, there was very, very, very few people that had this skin tone. So it was like, as much as it's nice, I mean, it's not really for me. Whereas like Black Fae Day is specifically for me. Like is for me, and that just makes it so much better. Mm. I wish we could see the people.
Well, my persona is Halcyon Crow, and it is a product of me just loving nature and wanting to, spread that love. I've always felt very connected to the outdoors after, growing up in a rural community where if you don't go outside, like you really have nothing to do. So, the elders would always send us outside, like, go outside and play. And so, that's where all my imagining happened. That's where all my creativity happened. That's where I hung out and met other kids and, did stuff with them. So, Black Fae Day partially is me nurturing and healing my inner child and some traumas that might have developed, in my childhood. This is my way of healing through them through play as an adult, which I think is really important because even when like me organizing our event that we'll talk about here later, a lot of people are like, yeah, we're kind of glad that it's only adults for the paid, event because, people are always talking like, oh, well, we don't have any events for us. Like I go to 100 million princess parties, I go to 100 million Spider-Man and all these different themed parties for kids, but you rarely see this kind of opportunity for adults in play and adults getting to express their creativity. Luckily, there's like places like HBCU Con where we do have those opportunities annually. We can come out together as a community and dress up and have fun and talk about geeky stuff. But that's kind of where this is coming from, that place. Um, and it's good. It's good for us.
Oh, I never knew that story about you. I mean, you also, I think what you need to remember, Jasmine, is that like, I don't think so many people know about you, like the person who created Black Fae Day. So, like, I never knew that that was where your Fae Sona came from. I just knew you chose House House
Halcyon. Halcyon.
Halcyon Crow, Lord. Halcyon Crow. Yeah, but like I never knew that about you. And just learning those small things, I feel like is what makes Black Fae Day more personable, is learning about like now that we have more ambassadors and everything, like being able to learn
Mhm.
like what was your draw? What brought you to this place? How did we all come together and now have like we're gonna have our first annual Black Fae Day gala, and I just cannot wait.
I know. I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Definitely wanting it to happen soon.
I
And then,
am I
okay.
am good now. I am so sorry, you guys. And if no one knows who I am, my name is Chapell Cosplay, and what we're going to do is I'm going to flip the. I'm going to. Yep, I have the slides, and then we'll get started. So here we go. So this is the Black Fae Day Celebration. Um, by the way, this I am so whoops, sorry. This is the Black Fae Day Celebration. Can everybody see that right there? Just to let you guys know. So this is our con debut. This is our first con, our first panel together. So we're gonna have a rundown. So the first rundown is the presenter introduction. Then we're gonna is the question, what is Black Fae Day? Then we're gonna have the origins and mission. Then we're gonna have the Black Fae Day Ambassadors, the hashtags, events, and then we're gonna have a Q&A. So we were going to be looking into the comments. So If you have any questions during the live, just please let us know and we'll do that. So here we go. So if you guys have not, if you guys just joined in, or if you guys have been in the panel, you have met our founder. You have met our founder. So so Miss Jasmine, if you can introduce yourself to everyone again who just joined, that will be great. So everyone can.
I'm Jasmine LaFleur, creator of Black Fae Day. Yes, and I do have our slides where you don't have to do that.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yes. So for her, she's a natural caretaker. She found a passion in teaching infants and toddlers as an early childhood educator. However, her love of fantasy, costumes, and romance has always left her dreaming about more. LaFleur believed in creating a world where children and marginalized communities don't have to wish to fit in or ask for representation. Her life is dedicated to this hope for the generation after. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Thank you. I was like wondering about that. So,
yes.
So let's see. Let's go to the next slide. Are we still there? And then we'll go to the next slide.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, this is on my end. Thank goodness. Okay. We're going to talk about the rundown, all right? And this is me. This is what Chappelle was saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, I'm a demure woman, yes. And I found a passion teaching infants and toddlers. That's what I do on the side. But I believe in a world where children in marginalized communities won't have to wish to fit in or ask for representation. And yeah, that's my hope for all generations after. This is Carlos. He's not here today, but he's our co-founder. He's a lover of humor and the macabre storytelling of authors like Edgar Allan Poe. He's an author and creator himself, and he's naturally aligned with Black Fae Day's mission. Back in 2020, when we were first thinking about this, he graduated from Full Sail University with a master's in science. A Master of Science in Entertainment Business. And he brings balance to our partnership with his dark intellectual interests and knowledge of business best practices. So he's doing good with that.
Jasmine, we have a quick question.
Of course.
Someone wants to know how you made and glued your horn.
Oh, this was from an Etsy creator named Idolatry. I think it's
Idolatry.
Something like that. Yes, and it's actually like a headband, and it has like fishing lines, so you can't really see. I hope you can't, but maybe if I get closer.
No, we can't see at all.
Well, there's a fishing line there that's kind of like holding it together. So I just put that on, and it sticks. Fairy tale magic. Yeah. Thank you. And we'll have a Q&A towards the end so you can ask even more questions.
Yes.
Okay. This is Lady Chapell Cosplay. She introduced herself a little earlier, but she is a Black Fae Day Ambassador, a published model, cosplayer, convention panelist, photographer, I'm a disabled advocate with type 1 diabetes and a mama of one. Well, you're a mama of many because you're like a con mommy.
Well, yeah. I am many, but they're all adopted. So it's and yes, and I am very, very I'm just so happy to be part of Black Fae Day and also to um, be be one of many guest speakers for
Yes.
HBCU Con, which and everyone and we're just happy just to be here. We're all happy to be here. So
Yes. And then loves Sonic and unicorns. Me too. I love
yes,
Sonic.
yes, she loves unicorns. And Sonic.
This is Coco Hime Amore, also a Black Fae Day brand ambassador, founder of Heathen Headquarters. If you guys don't know about that, we can tell you a little more too. A cosplayer, convention panelist, mental health advocate, community organizer, and promoter of all things Black and positive, y'all. Do you have anything you want to say?
So yeah, as I was saying before, so there is the founder of Heathen Headquarters. That is just my own Discord that I have made as a safe space that we are focused on growth and mental health. Because as Jasmine said before, Black Fae Day is about healing your inner child. And for my Discord, Heathen Headquarters, it's more of just a safe place for adults to like talk about the trauma and all the things that you're releasing because life is crazy and we just need to like focus on how to better make it positive because everybody's so focused on everything negative, but like we need more things to look forward to, not just things that we are afraid of.
Right.
So as the bottom says, where it's the promoter of all things Black and positive, absolutely. I promote mental health. I promote positivity. Like I said, Cinderella was one of my favorites. So, we want to make Black Fae Day a thing that everybody in the world knows.
Yes. And let me tell you, Heathen Headquarters has been such a help to me. When I'm organizing Black Fae Day, like that's my little hidey hole I go to recharge and just get all the love and energy I need to present myself to you like this. They were up with me till like 2 a.m. last night as I was like trying to get this together, just to make sure it flowed right and we got to you guys. But yeah, what are Fae? Fae is a character within the fantasy world or the shade. That's our realm. And the possibilities are endless. Representation matters. You can be a witch, a fairy, a mermaid, demon, knight, flower, vampire, etc. Be original, be creative, and be magical. For sure. Like, I mean, that's one thing that is different about like Black Fae Day than just general, I guess, cosplay. Like with cosplay, you're trying to emulate a certain character that you love. You're trying to get all the details just right, the personality, even like quotes. You want to really emulate them as best you can. With Black Fae Day, you have full access to your imagination. Like, throw caution to the wind and just be whatever you want to be. And it's a celebration of that. So, yes, make your original characters. I mean, you would believe some of the stuff you see.
Yeah.
Follow our hashtag. I'm telling you, it's incredible. And that's what we're celebrating, you and all the ways that make you you.
And also, too, with that as well, it's no pressure.
Nope.
There is no pressure into it because for someone who does cosplay as well, it is it's a lot of it's daunting at times, but also too with a cosplay background, I can take that background and I can fuse it. I can infuse with what I've learned from cosplay and just turn it into my own. So it really, really helps to just, be your inner character. You can just act out in a way where cosplay, you have to be at a, I'm talking from a modeling standpoint, you have to be at a certain pose, where Fae, you don't have to be at a certain pose. You could just be as light as a feather if you wanted to, and not have to have that stress on top of it too. So that really helps.
Yes. What is Black Fae Day? Black Fae Day is a celebration of being melanated and magical. Like HBCUs, we were founded with intention to create places where we can be safe and excellent. So we definitely are inspired by HBCUs, of course. I grew up in New Mexico, so we don't have any there. And I've been there, my family's been there for 4 generations. So I very much appreciate that there are places that have HBCUs and have Black institutions, because it ain't like that everywhere. So if you live in a city or if you're a graduate of a HBCU, you really are fortunate. You really are. And I don't want you to take it for granted. And I am so, so grateful for this con, for bringing that experience to the rest of us, because someone like me, I wouldn't have this kind of experience or camaraderie. And there's so much culture that I wish I had access to growing up. But with this con, I do have some of that, and I'm bringing what I do know, what I do experience to this culture, and it's marrying so beautifully. Oh, I love it. So yeah, we're celebrating everything Black and magical.
Yes.
So the mission, Black Fae Day, is a brand with one major aim: to empower Black people in the high fantasy community. By showcasing Black creators who navigate discriminatory spaces on a regular basis, we're seeking to inspire more positive representation in mainstream media. We stand with anyone who's actively working to improve the optics of Black individuals and aid constructive solution-based action. Basically, if you talking about it and ain't doing it, we're moving on. But we are standing 10 toes down with anybody who is making active solutions with things in place that are moving us forward. So yes, building a con, making a podcast, putting your art out there. These are all actions that help us fight stereotypes, that help us fight people that say, oh, Black people aren't into that. Because believe me, all of us at Black Fae, all of us who's used the hashtag have been told that one day or another, where Black people don't dress as fairies. Black people don't like knights. Black people, it's weird for you to be doing that. Why are you being weird? Like, why are you being weird?
Right.
Like, why don't you try it? You sitting at home just being miserable while somebody's living their best life. Okay. But yes, positive actions.
Yes.
So our origin story, Black Fae Day's first ever event was on May 8th, 2021. With the support of Carlos, we just hit the ground running, created a Black Fae Day event with some Facebook groups and things like that. And it went global. I'm talking from the UK to here to the Caribbean. People all over have been using the hashtag Black Fae Day. And it was at least #2 trending on Twitter the day of the event, over 1 million views on TikTok and Instagram. It was crazy. And we did flood timelines and shake up algorithms with positive images of Black people. People didn't know what happened to their timelines. They were like, what? Look at all this magic. Right. And so we want to recreate that moment for everyone. We want to shake up algorithms and these systems that penalize you for putting anything Black online. With us participating as a group in an organized action, it really does make some changes. So if you've been seeing lots of fairy people that are Black, know that there was an action that happened before that allowed that space.
Yes, and for myself, when I heard of this, because I was actually at home and I see something popped up and it said Black Fae Day, and I'm like, what's this? Like, I thought it was, I didn't know what it was. So I clicked on the hashtag and I was like, oh my God, there's someone who looks like me. My skin color look like me. It matches. And so I knew when the day came, I knew I had to jump in. And I am so thankful that I did, because all of a sudden my anthrax, like, it broke, like it overflowed, and then all of a sudden all the followers started to come in, and it was just like it was so much joy and so much happiness that I have never seen anything like that ever. Like, you know, for our skin color, because it's it's like, for television, it's been suppressed for so long that it finally broke the ceiling. It just broke. And I think it was I won't say it's not a moment, it was a movement at that time. It was a massive movement. And it was just a powerful thing, you know, and the hashtag proved that. It proved all around.
For me personally, I actually found the post, the original post on how I found Black Fae Day. So it seemed one of my friends. So I remember I'm on Facebook a lot, and one of my friends was like, "Have you heard of Black Fae Day?" And I was like, "Excuse me, what is that? I need you to tell me more." So I have my post where it was like, "So I found out Black Fae Day is a thing, and it's May 8th." And at the end of my post, I'm like, I was like, you know, it's overall just a day for people to use to be cute, ethereal, and reconnect with ourselves. And if that doesn't sound like some stuff I'm into, then you need to get to know me better. And that's how I found it. Everybody on my timeline already knew that I was obsessed with fairies and everything. But like all the fairy groups I'm in, there were not many Black people. So I was like, wait, there's a day for us, for Black? Okay, I'm here.
Right.
Hey, I think it is one of those moments where you'll never forget.
Absolutely.
Number one. Number two, you know, this with Black Fae Day, it's one of a kind that nobody cannot take away at all. It can never be taken away. And it's, you know, and I think for the next generation, or even now, they can say, yeah, I can do that. I can be that girl, that boy, that non-binary who's dressed up as a fae, and say, I can do that. No, I can do that. And I don't need someone else to tell me no, or tell me is wrong. Yeah. So I think that's a really powerful moment. Very powerful.
For sure. All right. Let's see. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to do that. No, don't you start with me.
Welcome to my world.
This is just showing like a lot of people using the hashtag on social media. So here's like an Instagram copy of what was going on. Here we have some people celebrating here on Twitter, and then of course TikTok. So if you haven't explored the hashtag on your social media platforms, please do. From frat to fairy house, we know you can't have HBCU without Black fraternities or sorority culture. Like that is cream of the crop Black culture right there. While you may have the legendary likes of Delta Sigma Theta and Alpha Phi Alpha, for example, we have fairy houses like Nuckify Buckingham Palace and House Clockwork Nocturne, just to name a few in comparison. And so here are a few of their official crests. To the left, we have Nuckify Buckingham Palace, who I think their motto is shaking dreads and like bashing heads. I don't remember, but it's kind of crazy. And then we have here House of Lazarus. They're about rebirth and ancestral wisdom, which is so very important in our culture. And then we have House of Hymns here. They're all about creativity, positivity. Their house leader is non-binary, so we have those kind of gender expressions as well. So definitely look into fairy houses around the Black Fae Day community. I did have a example. Let me see if I can pull it up. But have you guys experienced any of the fairy houses?
Did you hear me? We only have like 5 more minutes, so if you want to skip to the
Yeah. So here's the Keepers of the Shade, all of our ambassadors. We have lots of different people who represent us, over 15 ambassadors, and this is all the things that they're good at. And please be sure to express Black Fae Day your way. You can create a free meetup, a park cleanup. You can sing, write, play, illustrate, design, whatever you want. You can make it your own. But also, don't forget to use feature hashtags. You can use our hashtag to be featured on our social media pages, and that makes it easy for us to find your content. So definitely check out Flora Fancies, Find Your Tree, things like that. You'll see them on our Instagram. And Black Fae Day is May 14th. Now that we're post-pandemic lockdown, we're finding new opportunities to meet in person. Right now, we're collaborating with Click Creative in Atlanta, and it is the best. I'm so excited. So May 14th, Black Fae Day, we're having a park meetup. So it's going to be us and Click Creative. We're hosting. It's at Freedom Park, May 14th from 4 to 8 p.m. Bring yourself, bring your kids, bring whoever you like, dress up in Black fantasy, and of course, just have a good time in the park. We're going to frolic and twerk in the park, and it's going to be great. Fairy Tale Gala, Land versus Sea. It's going to be the very next day on May 15th in Riverdale, Georgia. There's still just a tiny bit of tickets left if you're going to be there. So check out the Eventbrite and don't miss your opportunity to come because it's going to be amazing. It is a community effort, okay? So it's entirely made of people within the community, our vendors, our artists, photographers, decorators. The venue itself is Black owned. It's an all Black, amazing fantasy, and I need everybody to turn out. So Knights of Wakanda are performing. Coochie Coochie Coo is a drag artist, is going to be performing and hosting and curated their own show for us. Vendors like Queenly Conjure is going to be there, the first Black-owned tea house in New Orleans. Lifted Auras. We even have game developers. Regina Brown's going to be there talking about his game. But here is really important information for everybody, okay? I need you to write down every single one of these dates. These are all dates that will have Black presence there because of the movements that were, well, not because of us, some of them because of us, but also these are places that we are officially like saying, hey, this is a good place to be. So May 14th, of course, that's our event, Black Fae Day. May 21st and 22nd, we are sponsoring Central Indiana Enchanted Fairy Festival. They're really trying to pull more diversity into their festival. So check it out if you're in Indiana. May 28th is Black Mermaid Day. It is created by cosplayer Tranquil Ashes. Definitely support that at the end of May. June 17th, HNIC Con. Okay, that's going to be Juneteenth in Philadelphia. June 18th is Heathen Day. Woo! Our heathens. That's going to be created by, of course, Coco Hime Amore. Check that out.
You can
July
check out
1st.
my platforms.
Yes. Check
Yes.
out. Did you want to say where they could find
Coco
information?
Hime Amore on IG, Twitter, and on Facebook. I would be Hime Amore, but I have my things. So then we have the High Tray Fantasy Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and then on July 8th to the 10th is BlurCon, which is in the DMV, which will be on Crystal City, Virginia, and their theme is and it's just amazing. I was there last year, and then BlurCon, we'll be right there.
Yes.
Awesome.
Witches Fest USA is a more pagan style of celebration. It's been in the New York area for about 14 years now. And they are doing a fantasy theme and have invited Black Fae Day there. So definitely check that out. Our ambassador, Very Best Life, will be hosting. And then September 10th and 11th, we've been invited back to Ohio Renaissance Fair as an official meetup. And September 23rd through 25th, BIPOC Vamp Day, created by Black Betty Cosplay. So check all of those out.
Yep.
Oh, and watch our countdown to Black Fae Day on Twitch. Our Twitch stream will be counting down our celebration. And you can see us at twitch.tv/Black Fae Day. And so here is a list of our next streamers. Starting tonight, we have Ronan, who's an art illustrator at 9 p.m. Eastern. That's another thing. You don't have to just be a gamer to be on Twitch. If you have any kind of talent that you like to share with the world, maybe consider starting a Twitch channel. You'll never know who might want to watch you stream. So think about it.
Yes.
I think that is all the time that we have.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's it.
Okay.